Miss Hiranya's, she's doing Hamlet from Hamlet.
Ready? Something is rotten in the state of Denmark. Why the same strict and most observant watch so nightly toils the subject of the land? And why such daily cast of brazen cannon and foreign mart for implements of war? Who is it that can inform me? That can I. Pity me not, but lend serious hearing to what I shall unfold. The graves stood tenantless, and the sheeted dead did squeak and gibber in the Roman streets, as stars with trains of fire and dews of blood, and even the like precurse of fierce events, as harbingers proceeding still the fates, and prologue to the omen coming on. Something is rotten in the state of Denmark. Before my God, I might not disbelieve, without the sensible and true avouch of mine own eyes. It shows a will most incorrect to heaven, a heart unfortified, a mind impatient, an understanding simple and unschooled. For what we know must be and is as common as any the most vulgar thing to sense. Fie! 'Tis a fault to heaven, a fault against the dead, a fault to nature, to reason most absurd. I have, of late, lost all my mirth. Forgone all custom of exercises, and indeed, it goes so heavily with my disposition that this goodly frame, the earth, seems to me a sterile promontory. This most excellent canopy, the air, why, it appears no other thing to me than a foul and pestilent congregation of vapors. What a piece of work is a man! How noble in reason, how infinite in faculty, in form, and moving, how express and admirable. In action, how like an angel, in apprehension, how like a god. And yet, to me, what is this quintessence of dust? Who's there? What art thou, that usurpest this time of night, together in that fair and warlike form did sometimes mark? By heaven, I charge thee, speak! Nay, answer me, stand and unfold yourself! Stay, speak, speak, I charge thee, speak! Let the door be locked! Oh. Horrible. Most horrible. If thou hast nature in thee, bear it not. Oh, you host of heaven! Oh, earth! What else? And shall I couple hell? Fly! Hold my heart. And you, my sinews, grow not instant old, but bear me stiffly up. Why? What should be the fear? To be or not to be? That is the question. Whether 'tis nobler in the mind to suffer the slings and arrows of outrageous fortune, or to take arms against a sea of troubles and by opposing end them. To die, to sleep, no more, and by a sleep to say we end the heartache and the thousand natural shocks that flesh is heir to. 'Tis a consummation devoutly to be wished. But that the dread of something after death, the undiscovered country from whose bourne no traveler returns, puzzles the will and makes us rather bear those ills we have than fly to others we know not of. Thus conscience does make cowards of us all, and thus the native hue of resolution is sicklied, oh, with the pale cast of thought, and enterprises of great pith and moment with this regard their currents turn awry and lose the name of action, for virtue cannot so inoculate our old stock, but we shall relish of it. I am myself indifferent, honest, but yet I could accuse me of such things that it were better my mother had not borne me. I am proud, revengeful, ambitious, with more offenses at my back than I have thoughts to put them in, imagination to give them shape, or time to act them in. What should such fellows, such as I do, crawling between earth and heaven? We are errant knaves, all. Alas, poor Yorick. I knew him. Fellow of infinite jest, of most excellent fancy. Bore me on his back 1,000 times, and now how abhorred in my imagination it is. Where be your jibes now, and your songs, your flashes of merriment that were wont to set the table on a roar, not one to mock your own grinning? Why, what an ass am I? This is most brave. I do believe you think what now you speak, but what we do determine, oft we break. Purpose is but the slave to memory, of violent birth, but poor validity. But to ourselves, in passion we propose, the passion ending, doth the purpose lose. This world is not for I. Now 'tis not strange that even our loves should with our fortunes change. Our wills and fates do so contrary run, that still our devices are overthrown. Our thoughts, our hours, their ends, none of our own. My hour is is almost come, when I, to sulphurous and tormenting flames, must render up myself. Look, thou character, this above all to thine own self be true. Thou canst not then be false to any man. But you,